Hey everyone, my name is Jimmy Padureshvar. I'm Director of Physical Therapy and General Manager here at the Physical Wellness Institute. We are blessed today to have Scott Pensivy, our CEO and founder, in the building. Thank you for joining us, Scott.
Thanks for having me.
The purpose of this today is to just learn a little bit about the legacy and the man behind this whole vision, Scott Pensivy. 30 years ago, you entered the Vegas Valley. Tell us about what opportunities were before you at that time.
I came in here about 1987. I came out here first as a student. Met my partners from Boston. Came here and did my rotation here for about 3 months. Came back here after I graduated, and at that time we had one clinic, and we had about 400,000 people that lived in the valley. I think there's 2.2 million that live here now. And so it was an opportunity for us to really to grow. At that time, Vegas was a big fighting, when boxing was really big, so we were kind of the leaders in that area, and so we took care of a lot of the boxers at that time. And then we grew, and another company came in, offered to buy us out. We sold in 1993, and my passion was still to have some type of community that it was like a one-stop shop. And so bought the 5 acres here that we're on. We have 7 medical buildings, and we created an area that was good for the patients. Come here, we have orthopedics, we have anesthesiologists, we have general practitioners, we have all types of professions here. And then what you've done is you've taken this 10,000 square feet that we have, and you've created this wellness center within a wellness plaza.
Awesome. So 2 years ago, you met Jim Abrams and the team at Physical. Tell us a little bit about that relationship and how that's kind of helped spark this new vision as well.
Jim Abrams and I met probably about 2.5 years ago, and at that time he had some ideas that I thought were going to be great to help us move to the next level. I knew at that time that I could not provide my therapists and my employees the avenues to continue to grow financially the way that I thought they should be able to. So I had to find a way that we could grow in this type of competitive medical atmosphere and still be able to provide for my patients, my employees, what they really deserved and needed. And so I became a partner of Jim Abrams, a very well-known person that takes companies and grows them very well. And I think that part of meeting Jim Abrams helped me find not only the passion to grow, but actually the finances and the direction of being very business-like. Unfortunately, what we found in the physical therapy world is, I look back 20 years ago, we were getting paid the same amount as we did reimbursement-wise that we did 20 years ago, yet our rates of employment, meaning salaries, overhead, continues to go up. So it was a very difficult time when I met Jim, is that we were making very little money because of all the cuts. And so we had to find another way to promote some type of financial profitability, and that's when Jim and I met. And since then, we've grown quite a bit. The biggest challenge that I had was to leave what I created at that time was called sports. To leave that, give that opportunity to you, and you take that on. That was very, very challenging for me, because it's very hard to give up something that I created, but I didn't want to be the creator, I wanted to be the facilitator. And allowing you to grow and make this clinic flourish was something that I didn't think could happen. And as I see it now, I come back here on Mondays and Wednesdays at the other clinic, and so it's bigger than it was when I was here. And so that was the biggest challenge I had, was to remove my name from the company, and I have slowly done that, and so far everything's going well.
That's really great, Scott. So it seems like you've been able to create a team of people around you to really help you kind of pass on the torch and for us to continue that legacy that you've set before us. So moving forward, we're going to talk a little bit about your knowledge and your ability to create products that patients can take home with them. A big part of physical therapy is that patients are here for an hour, but the rest of the 23 hours in the day, they're kind of left on their own. You've been able to allow us to give a part of us to the patient to take home through the creation of your products. we're sitting here in our patient welcome center, and we have some of our products behind us in our clinic store. So tell us a little bit about the products and how unique they are to this company and to what we're trying to give to our patients.
Well, one of the things that I found was that my patients, when they would go home to do their exercises, very rare that they would do one, and that's not sure why. I guess they need incentives, and so it was one of those things that I said, well, let's create some kits, and if they buy the kits, they'll be more likely to participate. Instead of just giving them a piece of TheraBand, we actually gave them exercise equipment that they would purchase to do the exercise and follow through. One of the sayings that I came up with was our service is our product, and our product is our service, meaning that they go home with us, or we go home with them. And basically we have the shoulder kit, the hip kit, we have a floss and stretch kit, we're going to be having a balance kit, and those are all priority to Physical. Physical is the brand, and the Pensivy method just took some of those ideas and we shared them with Physical. The big one that's going to be coming out in January, everyone's waiting for, is the Physical 1-2-3. It's the topical cream with the Pensivy method, and that's the technique which decreases pain putting topical cream. We have a cool, a mild, and a hot.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the Pensivy method, how it was created, and what's the purpose?
Okay. Pensivy method was created probably about 10 years ago. I went to a couple courses. I went to some courses where grass and tune and gua sha, those are all manual techniques of breaking up scar tissue using applicators or blades. And what I found was it was very expensive, the Grasson technique, because the tools themselves are $4,200 for the set, and then I wasn't able to give that to a patient to take home with me. So I wanted something that either the family member or then the athlete themselves could do themselves. And so we came up with these applicators, and we came up with the cream. The cream is a way to chemically stimulate healing, where the blade is a mechanical way to stimulate healing or break up scar tissue. And it's been very popular. We use it in the clinic, and we have great results. And so now in January we'll have kits that patients will be able to take home, and they'll be able to order the pain cream online.
Are there any new products that are coming out that we can be excited for in the future?
Right now, the balance kit, we're working on a balance kit, which is going to be the first one that I know of that's going to be on the market, and that will be given to a patient that has balancing challenges. And we're going to have certain objects and devices that will help them improve their balance. We also have the concussion kit that kind of blends with that. We have kind of interesting, we got it's on a drawing board. It's what we call biomechanical socks that are, if somebody's got a supinatory foot, like a high arch, or pronatory foot, low arch. These socks will be put on to help facilitate the proper biomechanics of the foot and ankle. Similar to an orthotic, yet we're going to find that it's probably a little bit better than orthotic because it's going to be closer to the skin, and it's not kind of the same techniques that I use for taping. We're going to incorporate those into the socks.
So you guys are getting a little taste of Scott Pensivy's brain behind this whole company. What I'm hearing is that we are treating more than just one condition. We're treating the patient as a whole. And if you check out our media section, you'll see some interviews and some news specials that Scott was involved with, some TV shows that he was part of, and you'll see the different concepts of healing. We treat the patient as a whole person, not just their injury, but what really matters to them. So what can a patient expect when they come into this clinic, when they see all the services we have to provide? What can they expect when they come in?
Well, another saying that we've come up with is, better care, better outcomes. Basically, a person comes in, they'll be met with our staff, always cheerful, happy to help them. The biggest thing that I see with most patients, they're coming in, they're having pain, they don't want to be here. And we have a busy schedule, so we got to make them feel welcome. And the most important thing is we have to make sure to make a difference. Myself, being very busy, I'm sure in you, if we were hurt, it would be very hard for us to take time out to go take care of ourselves. And so it's an honor to have the patient in this facility to be able to take their time, and we have to honor that time and do the best that we can, and let them leave with an accomplishment that they feel they were taken care of well. We're different than I think other companies, as that we're not here to see a ton of patients. We're here to see quality, not quantity. And I think that makes us a little bit different. And then we do treat the whole body. Somebody comes in with lower back pain, we're going to look at their hips, we're going to look at their knees. Somebody comes in with knee pain, we're going to look at their feet, we're going to look at their hips. That's just something that we've evolved from since 28 years of practicing.
Wow, that's huge. So from all of us here at Physical Wellness Institute, we are so excited to carry on your legacy. Stop in today, say hi to Scott, say hi to the team here, and join our family. We're excited to work with you. Thank you again, Scott.